maybe I finish a bottle or a can. I'm like, wind down. I'm like, stop shaving.
Yeah. Is it solid? Everyone, thank you for joining us on today's episode of Here for a Reason podcast. I know you all can see that I have amazing people on my right and on my left hand side. That's to tell you that I won't be talking with you guys here alone. I have one of the most amazing set of human beings on this planet Earth. And these people are the brain, the box, the wisdom, the mind, the creativity, the aspire to inspire behind this amazing journey and podcast called Here for a Reason. So without wasting much of your time, I would allow you to meet this amazing guest, starting from my left-hand side.
Triple O, thank you for that introduction. I don't know about the aspire to perspire. Hi everyone, it's good to be here.
So
I am AY. I am a father, I'm a husband. I am an environmental, enthusiast. I'm a sustainability consultant.
That's nice.
I work in the social services as well.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the team members on the podcast here right now.
Actually, I just think he's trying to water down his own capacity. He's actually the director of this amazing podcast. If you ever find yourself anywhere around this man here, just grab him because he's the fish, the big fish. Anyways, let us meet the right hand man.
Hi everyone, my name is Olufemi. I'm a student, an aquaculturist from Nigeria. But I decided to swerve a little bit into human resources and studying HR in TRU, my second year actually, and then I'm married, a father of one,
and a beautiful baby girl.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm part of the team.
Yeah. Anyways, I love these people because they are so humble, but I am not humble. I like to carry shit apart because this is the powerhouse. Yes, we call him the powerhouse. Everything here would not be possible without this amazing setting that we have. So yes, big shout out to the amazing teams that we have. These people are one of the best people to work with. This is Mr. Femi, and he is the head of Olufemi Photography. If you ever find yourself in Kamloops, Canada, please reach out to him because he takes nice picture. And this is Mr. Ayo, is our director. And of course,
yes,
I am your humble host, Triple O. So today we thought to, take you guys through who and what made up this team, and to also let you know that Here for a Reason podcast is not just a one-person business. It's all of our business, especially having these two people come on to tell you guys what their journey is, how they got here, why they're here, and we just rub minds and let you understand our perspective. So basically, I'm going to start with the first question. Why are you here? Who wants to go first? Why are you here? But do you need a moment to sip your wine and your water?
I'll let my boss go first.
No. That's a setup. Okay. So, why am I here, right? Okay, so that question can be answered in a number of ways.
Yes.
And then it depends on the perspective you're looking at it from.
Absolutely.
From what angle you're looking at it from. Okay, why am I here? Why am I here? I'm here because of Triple O. We're here for a reason.
Yeah.
And I'm here at this location right now in this country for a number of reasons. And also I'm here in this world on earth for quite a number of other reasons.
Yes.
So if we're looking at it holistically, I, AY, I'm here to make impacts. I'm here to, you know, you were saying when you checked, when you looked at my Instagram
Wow,
profile, and you
yeah.
saw that
It was really detailed. I mean,
Yeah.
simple but powerful.
Yeah, so I believe that people should rise together.
Yes.
And there's no fun in having people down when you are climbing. So how best would it be if everybody climbs up together,
Gather together.
and, you know, you pull somebody up while you're going there.
Absolutely.
So pretty much what I'm here for is to, you know, see the people that I can hold their hands and climb up
The ladder.
together. While I help them, they help me.
Absolutely.
And also I also know
grows.
that somebody else is also helping me pull up.
Yeah.
So like Triple always helping me pull up, and Olufemi Photography is also helping me pull up. So
Honestly, that's just a brief, just
Yeah,
a very
that's the
good summary of
very
who he
short
is.
summary.
And you know, the good thing about this podcast is not just why you're here in the country you are.
Yeah.
Like he said, it's diverse. Why you're on earth, why God created you, why you are here, why you're doing what you're doing. But you know, we'll get to all that in a minute. But then let's have Mr. Femi answer why he is here.
Well, it's quite a big question, and I think I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
obviously.
I'm here for God's purpose.
Yes.
I'm here for even you that you're watching as well.
Yes.
Because we need each other.
We
need
do.
to grow together.
We do.
God hasn't placed me here because I wanted to be here. I might want to be here and not get the opportunity
To be here,
But there's a
absolutely.
reason God actually, boiling from Him first, there's a reason why He decided to bring me to come join you so that we can all be
meet.
together and then grow
Yeah.
together.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. Well, for me, I am here. Let me say based on God's plan, because there's a lot of story that led me to be here, but that's just another day, another episode kind of story. But really, everybody is here for a reason. If you look at it deeply, we are all here for a reason. Whether you are in Nigeria, whether you are in South Africa, whether you are in Canada, US, wherever you find yourself, whatever place you find yourself, in any family, the relationship, the financial status, the workplace, everywhere you are, God has planted you there for a reason. So what are the hardest parts about moving to another country? What are the most toughest thing for you moving from your home country down to another country?
Okay, so you want me to go now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I would say it would be having to leave everything behind.
That
You know, for so many of us,
Absolutely.
we had to leave family,
Yeah.
we had to leave career, we had to leave, businesses, we had to leave a whole lot.
about
And sacrifice all of that and to move into a different country.
Country.
And it is very hard, especially for people who have very close knitted families. When you know that you've got a lot of support system, and then you're leaving these people behind because these people are the people who have really helped you grow. And then having to leave those people behind, it is tough.
it is.
I would say, for instance, for my own case, when I was leaving, I left behind my wife and my little kid.
Yeah.
It was really tough for me, doing that. But, I would say that it was one of the biggest
Decision.
and one of the greatest decisions I've ever made.
Absolutely.
So we're still on the journey. We're still in the process,
Yeah.
but, no regrets.
Thank you very much. So yeah, Mr. Femi.
See, the part of like you already said, the major part of it, it's like leaving the people you have behind, everyone that you've been growing up with. One thing about growth is that when you're growing with people, and you've already grown with them to an extent whereby all your life you knew them, and then you're starting all over again.
Yeah.
That's. I'm not going to talk about career-wise. I'm just going to talk about the emotion aspect.
Yeah.
Family emotion.
We don't talk about that enough, actually.
Yeah.
The emotional part when you move to a new country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, the hardest thing then was leaving my mom and my wife. Oh, no. It was tough. It was tough. Going to the airport was completely tough. I was like, do I want to do this?
Yeah.
And I
second
just
thought.
felt like, okay, if I could keep my head straight, I could achieve it. Also, relating back to the Bible where God said, you have to leave what you have. You
Yeah.
want to go to another land.
land,
So that's the only thing that I keep to motivate myself. Say, okay, if that can happen in the Bible, then we all read about
Yeah.
it, then definitely
You can
if
do
they
it.
survive and the God give them the land,
Absolutely.
then I can also
I
get
love the
out
spiritual
and get the land.
perspective of this one right here.
Yeah.
And yes, the emotional part is not well touched on,
Yeah.
but we all know about the roller coasters of emotions when you move to a new country. I mean, we've all cried that Canada cry or whatever country cry
Yeah.
that you've been through. Like really every blessed day you just wake up and you just have to be strong. And let's not talk about your comfortability, moving from your comfort zone. Everybody has a very well reserved job, maybe home, friends, food. Oh God. Like there is so much that is hard about moving to another country.
Yeah, and Triple, if it's okay to add to that, I was going to also add that the uncertainty of where you're going to.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
the unknown, the fear of the unknown.
Yeah, you're living the known for the unknown. And for many of us who are immigrants, we do not give ourselves props enough for taking that decision and making the move. Because really, not
Yeah.
everybody succeed when they leave their comfort zone.
Absolutely. I
So
agree.
it is, having to leave your known for the unknown. But for many of us, we believe that things are better on the other side.
The
So
grass is greener.
greener on the other side. So that's why many of us plunged in head first, and whatever it is, we would figure it out.
Yeah.
So it is also that uncertainty, having to move, having to leave the known. There's so many things that are hard about moving to another place. But I'll leave those those two.
And
Yeah.
this is where I think Here for a Reason podcast comes in.
Oh yeah.
Because this is not just for people outside the country. If you're looking to move and you need that platform that tells you what's ahead of you, we have people all over the country.
Yeah.
And those people will be coming online to hear on site, even in the comment section, to tell you their experiences. So you get to learn from other people's, perspective and experiences, and the mistakes they've made and how best to go about it. So this is one podcast that you want to tune in every time. Does living in a different country change you? If it has, in what way?
Oliver, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, it changed me a lot.
Yeah.
It turned me upside down.
Really?
Like, seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of used to, Nigerian way of things, right?
Tell me about it.
Oh.
Tell me about it. Tell me.
It's like, things like,
I like-
you have to, when you're, even the driving, let me say the driving, first of all, the driving thing, the weather is completely
Okay.
different.
Okay.
So the driving, I'm kind of the Lagosian people.
Yeah, God.
Always on the rush, always on the move. I can't sit down. You can't keep me sitting. That's for me. But then when I got in here, I started seeing that, oh no, it doesn't work the way. It doesn't. Just everything is not working.
like
And I got to the airport and okay, I got to go to the train station and then to connect with e-bus.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you could see there's no like Sole, things like I had to call cab. And cab was there telling me
Sole.
And then from there I knew things is changing.
Yeah. Is it Sole?
Things like that. So I just okay. And then I had to wait for the car pick me up at the airport. And then after I got into the country, I saw the way everything is being done. Everything.
Yeah.
Completely organized. I'm like, oh, it changed me completely. Let's not dive away from that. It changed me.
Yeah.
I had to begin to plan. Because planning is very important in this
You have to
country.
adjust,
So
yeah.
I had to begin to plan ahead. Okay, what do I do? How do I do it? How do they do it? And it also made me to kind of associate with people that has information.
Absolutely.
around.
I like that part.
Yeah.
That's one of the few mistakes we make, But here, like I said before, honestly, this is where you want to be, because all these things would definitely be touched on as we move on. Experts, heroes, leaders, in professionals that knows about these things. When you move to a new country, what are the adjustments you need to do? We know the weather adjustment, personality adjustment. I mean, I don't even want to talk about that. But really, let's have Mr. Ayo talk about that.
Okay, well, I think he said most of the things, You just have to get with the program.
Yes.
Wherever you move to, fine. We don't lose our culture. Yes, we still have our culture,
have to maintain that.
and good enough we're in a place where we still can, embrace your
Yeah.
culture and all of that.
Yeah.
But the fact is, the system will change you,
It will.
especially when you're used to, the way of life,
The regular way. The lawless way.
That I don't want to use lawless because
Yeah.
I don't want them to say in the comment section.
It is. Personally, people can be lawless. People
Yeah,
don't have rules, but
absolutely.
here
You
you will be forced to
You-
make
you-
rules and
you-
laws for yourself.
You hear about people who've traveled for a long time and then get back home to Britala and they ask the cab or the vehicle that picked them up at the airport to please park so that they can ease themselves in the in the open and all of that. Part of it is your system has to change.
It does.
Back home when probably you are on the bus and you're stuck in traffic and your bladder is full, you would be like, I can't get home, I can't wait, let me pee here,
You can do that.
No,
like, nah.
you will, your bladder will connect, your bladder will talk to
You talk to
Like,
talk to-
let me share this with you. guys. I remember when I came in, and the regular us, when you want to speak, you just spat anyway.
Yeah.
But here, you're like, if you try it,
You try it. Even trash. Even trash. Sometimes I would wind down my window, maybe after when I just newly arrived. Maybe I finish a bottle or a can. I'm like, wind down. I'm like, stop shaving. Yeah, what are you trying to do?
but really,
So,
a lot is going to change.
Yes,
a lot.
and the change continues.
Yeah, it does.
It does continue
It does.
because, for instance, even in the place of work, the dynamics are different. There's a different thing.
A lot of things,
the kind of
basically.
work culture,
Yeah.
the kind of people culture. When we are back home, can I shock you?
Please do.
Okay, so when we are back home and somebody invites you for an event. You go maybe with the
It's like, why do I feel like I know where you're going?
wait. So, they invite you to a restaurant. You're like, oh, okay. Or you invite you to an event. Yeah, okay. Everybody, there is food, there is everything. And then I got to the restaurant. They invited me. It was me, JJ. I sat at home when they sent me invites. Please join us as we celebrate and and I wore my clothes. Fine boy, rice and stew very plenty. I got to the place. I just ordered. I saw everybody was ordering. I just ordered, and everybody was. And we finished. And we said, happy birthday. And then they said, I don't go, waiter. And they brought my bill like this. I say,
Culture shock.
I know, understand. And they're like, no, everybody, you pay for your meal. And I said, why did you not leave me at home? Let me stay at home. So those are the kind of things that we had to get used to.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
And I must say that if you know that you're not ready to change in any way of your life, personally, socially, culturally, mentally, financially, physically, spiritually, in fact, don't bother. Just stay in your own country. If you know that you're not the type that can be changed or can be moved, just stay back. Because really, everything about moving abroad or moving to another country would definitely reorient your perspective about life in general. So
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So
please.
I was going to also add that, fine, we're talking about change, right? We're not here talking about changing your values.
No.
No, it's just, the system, how the system works,
Absolutely.
how the culture works, and how you have to align, so that's, it is a good change.
It is.
It is a good
Not
change,
a bad one.
not a bad change.
Yes.
But you just have to be open to
and willing
yes,
to embrace the change.
Absolutely.
Okay, so talking about this change and adjustment. So let me ask you, how long does it take you to adjust to living in a new country? When you newly came in, how long, did you fight those changes and adjustment and adaptation? And
Well, I would, so personally now, I would say that, the time it takes you to change is really relative. It depends on how stuck you are
Yeah.
in your ways
and
and
how flexible.
how open you are to
Yes,
change.
yes. I agree.
I was coming and I had the mindset that this is what I want to do.
Yes.
I wasn't first. I wasn't coerced to come
Coerced,
here.
yeah.
So this was what I wanted to do. So I knew that I was going to get on with the program. Now, time also depends on the people who receives you sometimes, because if you are alone wherever you moved to, it might take a while for you to adjust and, to, unlike somebody who got somewhere and then, was received by people who were already
Friends,
eating
family.
pounded yam, they already had connect with bushmeat.
Oh,
They
yeah.
already had,
Yeah, it's
when I
very
newly
good.
arrived, I used to go buy chicken from Walmart. Me, Mumumi, I will carry that chicken. I will boil. After boiling, the thing would have done pete pete. I will now fry.
The soft one, yeah.
I will still fry.
Yeah.
And the thing will be like, I will call my wife on video call, like,
What's
what is
going
this?
on?
And then I met with somebody.
Yeah.
And that person took me to their house and cooked their own chicken.
same-
No, not the same chicken.
Another
Put
one.
chicken, and the chicken was looking like a Greek chicken from back home. Like,
Nigeria.
you people,
What happened?
what is going on here? And they said, so you don't know, there's this here, there is African store here, there is this. So you can imagine if I never met those people, and it took me about a year I would have just continued,
eating that
eating.
soft.
So back to the question, how long? It is very relative. It depends on, the mindset, how you're ready to change, how you're ready to, get into the system, and the kind of people that
you also meet.
Yes, but you can share with us your thoughts.
Yeah.
For me, right? Okay. Well, I think I used to I put change in like two ways. I mean, two different sections. There's like immediate change, and then I set some to be like, okay, not immediate, but then it
Continuous.
is kind of immediate, but you don't really need that immediately when you come in.
Okay.
Part of the things that I said to be like immediate is like the communication type, and then connecting with people, and then few things in your mindset. Because we've been with our culture for a while, for like 20 years, however years you're coming, before you're coming into this country, the values and culture and whatever it is still get stuck up in our head.
Yes.
And thinking of a 3 months change to change that is quite
It's not.
hard.
It's not really
it
workable.
may not change it. It tend to be. So for those kind of things, like, okay, how do I just meet with people? If you're not friendly before, you're not approachable, things like that, they are immediate change. Especially if not, you'll be left alone. You have to approach people, you have to be open to people, and then you have to just cheer up and meet people. That's immediate change. But another one is like maybe like complete mindset. Like I can't wash my plate. Or I can't take my plate. you know those are kind of values of
most Africans, especially men.
When it comes to
Mr. Femi, the Lord will bless you. You see this level that you're carrying us to. Then don't let us go there first, okay? Because that one is controversial. Do you get? And these are things that men don't want to talk about, especially in countries like this. They still bring the African. I'm the man. I'm the head of the family. I'm the provider. I'm the kiniko. I'm the odogu, and everything. But I understand. You're very correct when it comes to that mindset and media change and continuous change, because really for me it was the same thing. I'm still adjusting. I'm still learning. I mean, and when it comes to personality after moving to a new country, it takes a while. There's some of us that we back home, you're just on your own, you do your thing, you know how to go about your life. But when you move to a new country, it doesn't work that way. You have to network, you have to meet people, you have to get information, because here information is key. It is key. And just like he said, assuming it doesn't even have those people, it would probably not have that information that, okay, you can go to this store, you can go to this store. I remember when I came, I needed to, because but you definitely would sell, if not all of your stuff back home, and you get to a new country. If you're rich enough to bring those things, fine. But majority of people just sell out, and when you get here, you try to build
from the ground up.
Exactly. So when I got here, I needed to get new clothes. I got a job. I needed to get new clothes, new shoes. Get myself ready for a new journey ahead. And, I was going to this expensive Aberdeen Mall, Walmart, and all that. And somebody said, haven't you heard of Value Village? You don't know about liquidation store? My brother, now you say bend down, Pico. Because by the time I watch this thing, iron it, nobody knows. And that's just the truth. There are some hidden gems. I used to say it to my friends. There are some hidden gems in this country that you need people to point you there.
Yes.
There are some, I was saying it to a friend that there are some rules and regulations, there are some, rights that we have that we don't know.
Yes.
And this is where HFAR, Here for a Reason, comes in. There's some things that we need to learn about the country you are, about the country I am, about where we are. Information, job opportunities, regulations, ideas that you need, that people has. But they are looking for a place to share it. They are looking for how to share it. They don't even know how to talk about it to people because they don't have friends to talk about to. But when we bring these people in, they tell us, okay, when you go to this place, when you do this way, when you take this route, when you talk to this person, you get it done.
Yeah, somebody just to hold your hands.
Honestly speaking, and I'm really, really excited. I mean, and that's like the genealogy of this podcast too. Because it was just one person who knew that somebody was doing something and just said, okay, let me help you. Let's do it this way. Okay, I know this person that has this wonderful location. Let's do it together. And that's how you make and build life. Things that will take you 3 years will probably take you 3 days. And that's just how life is. So and now talking about, this adjustment, I realized that one thing about Africans. I'm going to narrow this down to Africans because it is what we do. And I don't know why we do that. I'm trying to understand why we do that. Maybe you will understand why we do that. This idea of when you move to a new country and you see your fellow Africans and you find it very difficult to, help, to embrace, to accept. And most times it all starts from the little thing, like when you see yourself on the bus, you can't even say hello. You can't even say hi, how you doing? And you just take your face like, I don't know, we're not the same color. Like, what's that about? Why?
Okay, so if I may speak to that, I would say that can I address this from two perspectives? Okay, so one, some people are not open to meeting people easily. Some people, it is how they are. It's not like they have anything against you. It's just how they are. You see people on the bus, they have their earplugs, they have them on.
Always.
And they have zoned out.
Absolutely.
And you can't blame them entirely because many of them maybe they're coming from a 12-hour shift or an 8-hour shift and they just want to get home, eat and rest.
I know.
So they don't want that interference. So there are people like that. And I think there are also some other people who have been burnt. Some people have been burnt.
Yeah.
They have been, very social.
Hurt.
They've been able to,
They've
they connected. They connected. They opened up, and then people
hurt them.
So they are kind of like, well, I better just stay my lane. If there is a need to, then yes. But if there's no need, because to be honest, I would say that I don't know if I have the time to say a little bit of how I got set up, kind of. So when I newly arrived, I used to work at Walmart. So I used to just do my thing. And at Walmart, you have your name tag on. My Yoruba name was very, very visible. I would have Africans come in. Nigerian, like you hear them speaking in probably Nigerian dialects, and you know that these people are
my people.
And then they will walk past you. I would say hello, and then they will say hi, and then just walk past me. And it was like that. And I used to think like this. I used to say, these people now wow, and these people looked at like they are okay. I mean, I'm here working. It was just one dude who saw my name. In the washroom, it was during my break. I was in the washroom. He also came to the washroom. Shout out to you, Jones. So he was in the washroom and he just, AY. I was like,
like that's it.
He said, AY. Like he knew me from somewhere and he was
Yeah.
like, how far now? I said, Baba, how you doing? And he was like, from Nigeria. I said, yeah, from Nigeria. I said, hey, myself from Nigeria. And he said, I know that you don't have much time to talk.
Yes,
How long have you been here for? I said, okay, for about a couple of weeks. And he said, okay, I'm going out of town today, but I'm coming back today. As soon as I get back, I'll give you a call so we can hang out. This guy didn't know me from Adam. He didn't know anything about me.
Honestly.
And this guy took it upon himself to show me the ropes. Like he took me to his place, told me how to write Canadian resume, where to put. He referred me, and this guy didn't collect a dime from me.
That's an angel.
You know, and he just set me up gradually. In fact, when I had to move from my campus lodge to somewhere outside of campus, he got a free truck from somebody, got the truck, came over, picked me up and everything. That guy, he didn't think he had anything to gain. He just felt that this is one of us.
That's the mindset I'm talking about.
But I have people, later eventually when I got to know other people and all of that, and I met people who I told them the story, and they tell me that they have done the same thing
For other people.
and they lost their jobs because of that. I know somebody who tried to help and employed the people in a salon. That my Nigeria people, these people behind our back took almost all our customers. We were doing home service for them. Nobody was going to that lady's salon anymore. And today, if you ask her, she will tell you, please, I don't want trouble. Let me just deal with some other people that I know that is going to, because our people. So I would not really blame anybody. I would just say, first, it's because some people are just the way they are. They are not extroverts. Some people are tired. This place can stress your mind.
It is, yeah.
And some people have been burnt.
Yes.
So I would leave it at that.
I absolutely agree with you. And we'll come back to that. Just hold that thought. Mr. Femi.
I do agree with him, but I do completely agree with him.
Yeah.
But sometimes we bring ego to this.
Yeah.
Especially from our culture. Most especially sometimes when it's like a male to female. You tend to see like, okay, maybe I don't have any reason to, except maybe anything is gonna get attached to it or things like that will make me, because if it's a male to female, you see the male want to talk when things are attached to it. But if nothing is getting attached to it, I see ego there.
Yeah.
The ego was there when it is the something attached, when there's some, from the male. But because there's nothing attached, you tend to create the ego and let the ego stand and then not wanting to say hi.
Yeah.
Because he hit me one time so bad. I even said hi and then the person didn't respond. And it's my fellow African. And I'm like, well, like you said, that's part of it because I've been, he hit me hard. I was like, I was
you
so
won't
mad.
greet any other person,
even if I see them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, again, I worked in a grocery store. 7-Eleven when I first came, and I was in the 7-Eleven. You know, many people comes in, even other Africans come in, and like, hey, there was a guy. He was in the RCMP. He's black, and then he came, and then he said, okay, he wanted to buy something. I think the guy is African too.
Yeah.
So he wanted to buy something, and we were chatting, and these guys opened up completely to me, and then things like that. But our fellow student, our fellow people that we haven't really gone far, and then we're letting them
haven't gone far.
We're still trying to acquire many things, and then people still keep
I
ego.
get that.
But then I I respect everybody's
Boundaries
perspective
and
of things and things like that.
perspectives, yeah.
But I feel like we can do better.
We can.
Absolutely,
We can.
absolutely,
I mean, the way
absolutely.
we embrace newcomer really matters.
Yeah.
As Africans, as humans, not just, between people of colors
Yeah.
and, kinds and generally, we should be warm towards newcomer or people, human being generally. I remember when I came in and, I had just my roommates, and shout out to my roommates and my friends back then. So yeah, like I had just few people that I could like open up to or
Yeah.
talk to, because being me, I'm just quiet and like to figure things out, talk to God about almost everything every time, cry and ask God for help. But then it's human being is still going to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get, it's still human being that will connect you, tell you. And I met Mr. Olaleye, and
Yeah.
a big shout out to Mr. Olaleye. We all need somebody like Mr. Jones, right?
Yeah.
We all need somebody like Mr. Olaleye. We all need somebody like that
RCMP. Yeah.
our CMP guy. We all need that one person to just hold your hands and tell you that this is the way to walk in, this is the way not to walk in, this is what you can do, this is how this thing works. Because really, that's just what we need. And
Yeah.
I can tell you for a fact that other people from other countries, they don't do these things the way we do it.
Yeah.
Like they literally have their own bags. Even at job, stores, goes everywhere. But I was just curious to know why we don't do that. And I understand, Mr.
Yeah.
Ayo, from what you just said, like, yeah, people might have been burnt, maybe personality, maybe job,
Yeah.
drown out and all that. But really, we should just learn.
Yeah, I think we can do better. Obviously,
Yes.
we can do way
Yes.
better than what
Yes.
we're doing right now. But another thing I'm going to add to that is that people should approach people. If you know that you are the one in need,
Yeah.
don't wait for
Don't wait for
somebody to come and approach you.
Yeah, and don't stop.
Don't see.
Don't stop.
The thing is,
Just because one person hurt you doesn't mean the other person will.
yeah, it does, because
Yeah.
I just told you that I
Yeah.
had many people walk
Yeah.
past me
Of course,
while I was working at the store.
You're going to see different
But
people
then one
every day.
person was the one who held my hands, and the
Show
rest
you
is
the way.
history. So if you know, even now, I know that I need some things.
Yes.
I do not sit and wait for it
that
to
to
come.
come,
Okay,
yeah.
did I come and meet you or not?
Yes, you did.
So
That's how it is.
you be ready to network. Be
Yes.
ready
talk.
To talk. Ready,
your mouth.
because even it is okay if the person you're trying to connect with doesn't want to.
Help, yeah.
Yes, but you have done a little bit of, your part. So I would advise that have that mindset that you want to connect, even not just with Africans now, not the African community
Yes,
alone.
like
Generally,
generally,
networking is key
very key.
in this part of the world.
Information too.
Yes. So, and you can never tell. Look at what somebody told me. He was trying to nail a job, and then he couldn't get in. And then he met with somebody, a neighbor 2 blocks away. And then that neighbor, they just got talking, and the guy said, "Oh," the guy is a Jamaican. The other guy, my friend, is a Nigerian. The guy said, "Oh, I like the way you're flowing. I wasn't expecting you to come over. What did you say you were doing back home?" He said, "I worked on the rig." And I said, "I have friends on the rig here." That guy today is, is-
Imagine that. The
look at
rest
that.
is history.
And it was just, this friend of mine didn't go through any vigorous, or rigorous interview or process or anything. Just because that guy said, "Oh, that's my guy." And they didn't, they just met twice. So, be open.
And that's why I'm saying that even if back home, you are very nonchalant about your life.
Yeah.
When you get to a new country,
You have to be very intentional.
everything has to change. Your prayer life, if you don't pray before, your social life, if you don't go out, your emotional mind,
Yeah.
your personality, the way you do things just has to change. See, guys, honestly speaking, if we continue, we will not
Yeah.
end this conversation today because there is so much to unravel. There is so much to review. There is so much to, divulge to people and to you out there. But all I'm just going to tell you is if you haven't learned anything, taking anything out of today's conversation or getting to know the team, just be open-minded and make sure whatever you do, you click on that bell button down there.
Yeah.
You need to subscribe. You need to stay active.
Yes, please
Get the
subscribe.
notification because really, what these
Yeah.
people are planning to bring on this show, Father, you are not ready. The people that are coming on this show to talk to you about finance, about insurance, about family, about faith, about friendship, about relationship, about marriage. We haven't talked about marriage in outside,
Yeah.
in
Yeah, abroad,
diaspora.
yes.
Can you?
It's a different dynamic.
Like, I am super pumped. I am charged.
Yeah.
All I need to do is draft up payments for, the team. They stop paying me in dollars.
Okay.
But really,
Okay. You deserve it. You deserve it.
before
Yeah.
we get there, you all need to do a very huge thing. And that's just for you to just click and subscribe. Subscribe,
Yeah.
like, share, and be ready to learn. Because really, I learned that information is all you need in diaspora.
Yeah.
Information is just all you need. How I landed my first job. How I landed this gig, this amazing platform. Information is
Yeah.
key. Information is key, and you don't want to shoot yourself in the leg at the
Yeah.
end of the day. When you see people doing it in the space of 3-4 months, you arrive in the country in the same year, and they're already like 10 steps ahead of you, and you're wondering what are they doing differently.
Yeah.
Information, networking, connection, speaking up. They used to say that a closed mouth is a closed destiny.
Preach it.
And we don't want to have a closed destiny
Yes.
here. We want to be helped and help other people.
Absolutely.
And that's how we grow as a community, as a family, as a generation, as everything. I mean, everybody are here for a reason.
Yes.
And for that reason to manifest, you need someone, something, information somewhere. And that's how we grow. And that's how we build our brand, our
Dropping
networking,
bars.
our generation.
Yeah.
And it begins to, to the outermost part of the world.
Yeah.
So please subscribe, join in every day, tune in, tell your friend to tell a friend to come on and to learn and to grow and, be blessed, because really you will be. I assure you, I'm giving you my word. You
Preach
will
it.
be blessed on this platform because we're bringing not
yeah.
just anyhow people that are diverse, people
Yeah.
that are intellectual, people that have learned this thing and knows how it works.
Yeah.
And that's what you need right now, right here. So on this note, we are going to say thank you so much, Mr. Ayo. Thank you
you.
so much, Mr. Femi, for coming on to share your mind, to tell the people why you're here in Canada, why you are here, why you decided to move to a new country. And I pray and hope that everything will work out for everyone eventually. Thank you so much for joining on today's episode, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.